And we're on stream. Let's open my Twitch page. I got a few links, so need to check that. Right, we're with 3 people, and as you can see, it's June, so that means it's time for Coco again. My Pride Month character. No, I'm not queer, but I do support. I love it how everybody keeps saying it's a she. Well, technically, it's a they. But you know, I'm not gonna make an issue out of that. They are who they are. Wow. Would be nice if she wouldn't really have that mouth open that much. I think I do want to make a 3D print with Coco in the end as well. I think her wings will be separate. I know they're not attached at the moment, but that's something that won't be possible to create, not attached wings. But I think loose wings will be possible. The little flames around her head also not going to be possible because, you know, gravity. Well, maybe it is possible with UV resin, but I wonder if it's gonna work out. Okay, this week's comic is going to be a bit of a personal one. So there's not much you can suggest with this one. I'll just do my best. But first of all, it's 839. We're with 4 people. Don't know who the 4th is. 5th. Oh, we're with 5 people. Getting busy. First, the week of the news week. The news of the week. Did some editing of book 6. Wanted to do more yesterday. Didn't happen. Wanted to do some today. Also didn't happen. Reason. Things at work changed. And I need to get back in the groove again. So that sounds like, but there's change. I don't really deal well with changes. It takes a while for me to find a rhythm again. So that's just how things are. Still love my job, just don't like the constant changes. Now, what else? AnimeCon this weekend. So I'll be seeing a couple of you on several days. I'm gonna hydrate because it's quite warm up here, despite having rained quite hard. So yeah, I've been mostly preparing for AnimeCon. Last Sunday, my love was having a running competition, so I was his support. And it's a competition where you run against yourself. So it's not like he was in the top 3 or something like that. He always gets about 1/3 of the competition. So just being there, it's what he likes, it's what he loves. So let me think what I did. Right. What also took up a lot of time is what this comic is about, so we'll be that soon. Yep, that's also something private I can't mention on Steam. And then we have work again. It's Tuesday now, so, and we're gonna have some more work this weekend. I've also been bitten by mosquitoes on several places, and it itches like heck. And I don't even know when I got bit or how I got bit. Let's see, first this, a bit more guideline. Now, this week's comic is something that happened 2 weeks ago. My love was practicing his run, and 2 guys on a scooter just cut him off on purpose, and he knew they were trying to joke around. You know those guys trying to be funny and then by hurting someone and just barely not hurting them, so it's all good fun, and don't be such don't be such a grey one or whatever you want to call it. Don't really care about that. So first they tried to drive him off his socks. Yeah, it's just a prank, bro, dudes, just like that. So they came back for a second time, and then they hit him on the back of his head. Now imagine people on a scooter. That's about, maybe, guessed about 15 to 20 kilometers an hour. And then you get slapped on the backside of your head. That's quite a slap. It's from that happy slapping face where people were like, haha, funny, and slapping people. Thing is, if you hit someone on the wrong way, and you don't know what their medical history is, it can actually kill them. First of all, I was worried about a brain bleeding, because I know someone who passed from the hit on the head. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be a widow tonight. So that was my worry. Luckily, I'm not a widow. But my love also has an inner ear implant, and a big shock can lodge it loose, which means another surgery. So yeah, it's just a prank. And for a week we were like doctor, hospital, uh, police for filing a police report. But the guys were gone so fast, and of course completely hidden in black, so no idea who that was. They're not gonna be punished for this. But I would love to meet these guys and then tell them what they did to my love, to me, and all the bills we're going to face because of this, for this just little it's a prank, bro. Mm. Yeah, and that's a very good one for those who read this or listen to this later on, but before AnimeCon. There's a lot of roadworks around the AnimeCon. Please take that into account. I myself want to suggest leaving early, even more early, so I have all the time with setting up, and I rather be at the AnimeCon a little bit longer because you can just walk around there than yeah, rush, because usually with Fantasy Fest you only have an hour, sometimes 2 hours of build up time. It's just really too short. Luckily we do know the location, and we're already prepared for the roadworks. Luckily AnimeCon itself is taking responsibility by making people aware of these roadworks, even though it is not their responsibility. It's very kind of them. And I'll just give the first letter because of privacy reasons. And I did pack a book for you. It's all ready, and I haven't signed it yet because maybe you have preferences, and then I'll sign it there. I don't have a sticker ready just yet, so that's going to be a rain ticket whenever I do that. So don't worry, whenever I make those stickers, you will get one as well. So don't worry about that. Maybe it will be combined with book 7. So don't worry about that. This isn't right. And I decided I'll be taking less things along. For example, I will take very little bookmarks along. I actually will only take the Pride ones along. I believe I have 2 of those left. I actually only have 5 swords left. I thought I had more, so I will be taking blank swords and the last designed ones. But I will be taking along less. Okay, it's going to be a doctor. And I'm going to give her a bun just to make sure people understand these are 2 different doctors. Which ear is it again? I always sit like this, and then it's that ear, so not around, that is that ear. Otherwise I'm gonna get complaints that I drew the wrong ear. But yeah, if you ever think, oh, I'm just gonna give it a slight slap on the head, how funny, it's not funny. It's a lot of hassle, and it's very scary, and you don't know the medical history of someone. And you're not just worrying the person that happened it to it, you also worry the people who love them. He's going to be one of those doctors that has a little, one of those weird things on his forehead. And to the one who just arrived, first of all, hi. Second of all, don't know if you come from whatever side, but there's a lot of issues with roadworks on the A12, so do check that before you get to AnimeCon. If you go to AnimeCon, I'm actually assuming, and you should never assume. So it is the last convention of the before the summer. Then Fancy Fest will be next. I'll be teaching again in the Museum of Leiden twice this month. So I have some personal things. There's yeah, everything else is personal, by the way. So, and I still have work. So I did plan a couple of Sundays that I need to rest. Not sure if I'm going to stream then. I still have plenty of stock on my YouTube, and I'm still not even caught up with my penny streams, so don't worry about that. I still have plenty. I do hope this comic will reach the guys who did the happy slapping, so then they can say they hit someone famous. That is a bit weird. So soon summer will begin, which means no swimming classes, which means hopefully more editing time. But I might take the time to work a little bit on my health. That's also important. Should be on this side. And I still plan to first day is going to be cleanup either in my home or in the storage. And Saturday is going to be creative me time. So no stream at least. And then Sunday is supposed to be stream again. And should be looking upwards. There's still a couple of projects I want to start with 3D printing with my prints, my paints, whatevers. I'm quite pretty far. Of course, for reasons I can't paint this week. Should be obvious. But I think I should be done painting in maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So that would be halfway the year. And then hopefully I can start 3D printing. Her pigtail is a bit too low. A bit more. There we go. Oh, that's a nice 3D print project. I want to 3D print other projects as well. But first my own 3D printing project. And I have a feeling that if I print them sooner, I have more time to get a bit better quality. For example, I have more time for Allied, which is the last month, I believe. And that one looks a lot better already. Less rushed, more details. And of course, I'm learning. So hopefully that helps with the quality as well. Also, what happened last week, that happened after the stream. Around midnight, someone suddenly rang our doorbell. And we were like, we don't know you. We're not going to open. And just to be sure, I did call the cops, because not the emergency line, for the record, the non-emergency line. Because there are some burglaries in our street. Have been some burglaries there, so just better safe than sorry. They thought it was very suspicious as well. So they would probably send someone. This head looks weird. That's better. Just a little bit big. Let's see if I can make it smaller without too much. I also should take into account that at the end of the summer we'll be getting a new bathroom. And with bathroom I mean the big one. So our bath is going to be ripped out and we're going to get a shower. And of course people are like, no, you're going to rip out the bath. Trust me, if you have a bath, you barely use it. And if you do use it often, well then that's something you like. But we thought we'd use it a lot and we actually didn't. I think we've used it about 5 times in the past 7 years. Yeah, baths are fun, by the way, but our bathroom is just horrendous. Um, you can easily see that the ones who installed it didn't pay that much for it. It is, let's just say, we grow a lot of shrooms in there, so it's not a fun place and relaxing place to be. So hopefully the new one will be a lot more relaxing and fun to stay. And we still have a bit of bath salts and I think a bath bomb left. Well, maybe I can take that along if we ever go to a hotel or something like that that has a bath. Then I can toss in the bath bomb over there. Don't forget to hydrate. Yeah, we don't go on vacation much, but sometimes we have company outings and then we go to hotels or whatever, and then I'll take the bath bomb along. That's not the right type of ice. No, not a pocket. This is one of those clip-on signs. Anyway, I was a lot more panicky than my love was. But if you know me, that's normal for me. Mm, it's again one of those big water heads. I'm very good at making water heads. And you see less of the ear because it's slightly slanted. I do think I'm gonna get some artistic liberty and just paint the slap of the hand on the back of his head, even though it was already gone by that time. That's very tiny fingers. Let's first draw fingers, then the hand. Yeah, he also has shampoo on the back of his shirt. I actually arranged a shirt for him that on the front has the shampoo as I draw it on his shirt, and the back has the back side of shampoo's head. So he actually has a shirt like that. He wanted to keep that for running, but unfortunately the print is not a print. It's I think it's DTF. So it's not very nice for running around. So yes, he does have a fully dedicated shampoo shirt, because of course I would arrange that. Mm, okay, this mouth does not work. Also, his face is way too thick, or his eyes are way too small. Okay, I think I'm going to try something. Which means I'm first going to cut this. Okay, now I have to position the doctor on the right side. I have a lot of issues drawing his bald head today. Anyway, I got a new graphic novel today in the mail. Princess Guinevere and the Guinevere and the Jewel Riders. A reboot, or actually continuation after the cartoon series from the 19th, I believe. The art is okay. I feel it feels a bit too loose and rushed for my taste. It's quite manga-esque. So that's what all the kids like these days. Well, I like it too, so that's okay. And the story, it's promising, but I have no idea why one of the main supporting characters is creating a conflict like this. So I need to move the sketch because otherwise things will go wrong. I need to make it closer. And then I can make him a little bit better. Bigger. That was the word I was looking for. Not better, bigger. And I know I'm working with stereotypes. But that's what you get when you have a 4-panel comic. You can't really say, hi, I'm a doctor, and then it would be too much. Too much text. Also was to the dentist today and got a full clean bill of health. Let's call it like that, even though it's not called like that with the dentist. But I was approved. Also, I wasn't with this last visitation. But you know, you have to make some things a bit funnier. This makes no sense to hold it in this hand and then close this eye. Okay. And indeed, 2 stereotypes. So I did well. So I think it's this. But I don't really like the alignment of this last panel. Let's make it a bit bigger and move it slightly. Forgot a bit of his sleeve. Anyway, I still have the wings that I created for 3D printing to paint and a couple to print. Really need to figure out where I stopped printing. So that's something I can do. I still have something to print for someone else. So hopefully I can start printing that soon as well. I mean, I already have one of the 6 parts, I believe. And then I need to check this. Okay. So just waiting for final approval. Because now I can still fix things and otherwise... Meanwhile, let's hydrate. I already drank quite a lot. I have... I had something to drink that I don't really like that much. And I need to finish it. And it goes very slow because I don't really like it. So I treat myself with some nice water when I'm done. Okay, got the approval. Text out. Well, I thank you for the gift, and hopefully next time I do have something to give in return. Did, by the way, find back another mermaid doll you gifted me once. I still have to put it with the other one, but then I now have 2 mermaid dolls. So please spread this comic around, and hopefully it will one day reach these lovely teenagers who thought they were so funny. Yeah, I did see some mermaid stuff at the Action, but I figured that's something you can get yourself. I mean, since even the promos are the same nowadays. So I only check at things like the Vibra, because you don't have a Vibra. Used to check at the Big Bazaar, but yeah, you know that one is it's now replaced by Scampino. Ah, you do have a wee bit. Well, I tried to look for things you can't get yourself. Now, to get his healthy tone because he's outside a lot. Wait, I'm not healthy. I'm extremely white. Yeah, I prefer not to go to the solo, but that has to do with the quality is very bad actually, and previous shop employees, so not the current ones, but you know, it leaves quite a mark. Did con me, I think, twice. And I also don't really like going to the kick anymore because they were just absolutely rude to me. Made a comic about it and all. And I know Shampoo is not that dark skinned, but otherwise it looks like he has a hole in his shirt. And I don't want to draw a red cross, by the way, because that's apparently illegal by the Genevan Convention. So, um, well, I can always look at the sailors, but they don't have any mermaid themes. The blocker has some shell themed stuff at the moment, but it's already all huge. Okay, so that's the basic ones. Now we're going to do a little bit of mouth work. But anyway, yeah, the blocker only has some shell stuff and not mermaid stuff. And personally, I don't think it's very interesting. Oh, I was worried things were going to crash. Xenos more often has unicorn than mermaid stuff. They did have mermaid stuff once. I think anyway, I got it from the Xenos. Like a little jewelry box. But that was years ago. I'm gonna. This is what the blocker currently has. If they still have it, that's also a thing. And their site is horrendously slow. Let me grab it. And let's see how that looks with some white around the eye. Does it look more horrified then? Yep, it does. Ah, yeah, I didn't see that in the store. Because this is online only. And I only went to the store. Plus, we don't really have a big blocker anyway. Our blocker is kind of tiny. Okay, so the skin tone is a bit too light because it blends with the skin. And some handwork. I believe last week I only did let's make it a sweatery because it wasn't that cold. Okay, I think that was all the basic color. I see some spots here that shouldn't be here. Okay, that penny face is going to be weird with such a small white. I thought it looked okay, but this looks better-ish. The skin in that panel is done. Yep, pink colored. I also want to start creating art for book 7. I might have an idea for the cover, but I won't know for sure until I make a decent sketch for it. Wait, let's do his head first because that's a big one always. I need to shade the jacket a different color, so I need to do that on a separate layer. You know, when the 3D printing project is pretty much done, then I have more time for other projects. For example, preparing next year's. That's the wrong one. Yeah, if you do 3D print a lot of different things, then it's useful to have several colors of PLA. But considering I cover pretty much everything, it's a bit pointless to print it in different colors. So maybe the next PLA roll I will get will be recycled blue. For the reason because I can, and it doesn't matter by price. But if I get it in gray or blue, doesn't matter because it's going to be fully covered in paint anyway. So why should I get different colored PLA then? So it's only useful if you have things to paint and want to keep it in certain colors. Then it's useful. So yeah, I'm not going to get more expensive PLA if I come from this family that creates, and with creates I mean transformative. You see something, you create something with it, and it doesn't look like the starter object at all. My sister is very good at 3D printing and then painting it. She was even once I'm doing this on the wrong layer. No, I'm not doing this on the right layer. She was even once invited for a model paint group if she wanted to join them, and she was like, this is my first time, so I don't know what I'm doing. And they were like, yeah, but you don't know what you're doing. So they were very complimentary about her. So I'm not that good at all, but I am the kind of thing like I have, let's see, a photo frame here, and how can I make this different and look nice, and then add things. So I come from a transformative family. We create, and it doesn't look like the thing it started out at all. Sometimes you don't even see the materials we use anymore. Yeah, I don't even know how much my PLA cost me. I do need to get a new roll somewhere this year, probably. And like I said, I will probably. I'm thinking about going for blue. I mean, black is. Then you need too much paint to make it white again. Plain white. Yeah, I'm always worried that then they use extra paint or wherever that it's less um, environmentally friendly. But of course, white is a good one to have. Then you need less base coats. But yeah, blue might be fun as well. Let's see. Oh, also for those who wonder, I'm at Kara as well. Kara.app. And that's the new Twitter / DeviantArt or whatever for artists to create their portfolio and whatever. And I will probably upload very slowly, only new work, and maybe once in a while a throwback first day, whatever. The stars need to have colors. So I'm going to add that. And very purple. Now the background. Hmm. Yeah, we'll do that later on. I'm not done with the comic yet, don't worry. I first want to finish the comic as is, and then I want to see if I can add some effects. I did not forget about it, don't worry. Haven't had this color in a while. Okay. First the balloons, because I need to know if it would distract too much. Now to see if I can fit the text. Okay, that balloon is way too big. Okay. Now we're going to get, because I don't know if this is going to work and it might take too much time. So I'm first going to make a full hand. Because I don't think this is going to look right. Nah, this is not gonna look right. I'm glad I didn't try that. Just, it looks weird. I'm not even gonna continue that. Nope, 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 not gonna do. That's why I saved it for last. Right. Then you guys can go text check while I'll start up the pen. Text to the side. First I'm going to do a save so I get that annoying pop-up. Oh, no pop-up this time? Probably because he knows nothing changed. 4th of June. I hope I don't forget someone's birthday tomorrow. First hydrate. Nah, I think I'm gonna keep it like this. Got a couple of okays, so... there's the pop-up. Haha. Spam. And again, I don't think the kids are going to read this. It's a newspaper, so kids don't even read newspapers. I need to make it a bit bigger. Because Coco has wings. Maybe put it a bit bigger, higher. Yeah, at least now it's above the wings. And for those who don't know, if you have an in-ear prosthesis and it comes loose, it always looks for the shortest way outside. And I can tell you, that's the eardrum. And even though I did not feel it myself, I know that it is very, very painful. Why is here a plus? Whoops. Just waiting for another okay. And that person can read it offline, so I'll just continue for now. No, I don't need to save that. I'm being tired already. It's 10 and it's, well, it's not light outside, but it's light-ish outside. Banner. I'm actually an afternoon person. I'm not a night owl. I'm not a morning person. About around 4 p.m. is my perfect time. Oh, nothing's happening. Yeah, because it's happening off screen. Okay, so this one's done. So we can start up. Because we did one last week. Okay, the Malin one was quite tricky to do, a lot of fixing. So now let's hopefully we have one straight away. It should be an easier one. And might go and make the wings separately. Wait, cancel and merge. Bit smaller, even a little bit slower. And my nose. Neck was a bit too long, or the body needs to be shorter. So let's first see what happens if I make the body a little bit smaller. I I don't want to have these proportions. I want to don't keep the aspect ratio. Let's see. Yeah, the smaller body helps a lot. That's indeed better. Oh, was like, what am I hearing behind me? But of course, that's my kitty. Irina is an air user, so I'm just gonna give her blue because I can. Lines are not smooth enough. I need to zoom in for that. See, that makes a lot prettier lines. Okay, why is the eraser not working? Now it's working. Okay. That's way too big. Okay, the eraser is not working today and I don't want to restart. That sometimes happens. And again, the coins will be created afterwards. And I can't share much about Irina because that would be spoilers. Yeah, I know you don't mind spoilers, but other people who watch this video later on might mind spoilers, so that's why I'm not saying it. Because this video will be going up on YouTube later on. And I know I could copy the hands and arms, but that would make it less natural, more static. I keep on forgetting that the erase is not working and also this hand is not working. What's the eraser shortcut, by the way? That's the E. Reminds me if I should put this aspect ratio thingy we're on. Yes, yes. I changed nothing, but okay. And now the back hair. And I do hope to create a couple more of these standees, but then as oversized pins. Maybe some people will want to buy them. Let's not do eyebrows. First the eyes. Do hope they'll become a different layer, because then it means I can do the mouth on a different layer, hopefully. No, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. In this case, I will duplicate this little pirate patch. I think the eyes are gonna be too big. Is this the same line? Not really. Let's flip it. This side is still too low. And now the last part. Wait, and shift. I need shift and then invert it all. And then we grab a lighter color and we fill it. Her face is so crooked. When you look at the hair, I don't really like that hairline. And now from the eyes. Now flip it. Her face is also crooked. Part of me just wants to grab the symmetry tool. The other part is like, that would make it so artificial. It's this side of the face that's also very thick. Okay, at least the face is now a bit better. Okay, that's at least a better face. And the system would smooth things over automatically, so I don't have to have perfect lines, but at least decent lines. And it's not gonna print the holes in the ears anyway, so okay, let's flip it around again. Her head is on one side thicker than the other one, or at least her hairline. So I need more hair here. See, this is such an easy piece. But as soon as you start working with it, you find out it's not that easy after all. First we need to fix the lines. And then we need to remove a bit. And we need to paint a bit. Now, let's see how this looks when you flip it. Okay, at least it feels balanced now. And then the first thing we're gonna do is save it and convert it. Hopefully it just does it in one go. That would be awesome. Need to extrude it. Grayscale. White. Enable smoothing. Convert. And I did it wrong. What did I do wrong? Apparently I did something wrong, but I have no idea what I did wrong. Extrude, detail, whatever. Let me check. I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so what if I put it on black instead of white? Will it do it better then? No, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Apparently it doesn't see the image right. And what am I doing wrong? I have the file with a transparent background. It is on extrude. It's always on extrude. Options, grayscale. It's also enable smoothing. Oh, I hate it when it just doesn't what it's supposed to do. Well, I'm just going to select invert output and see what it does. And then it does what it's supposed to do. Oh. I don't really care to look why it's suddenly behaving like that. I just want to is something over there, but there's something over here. For some odd reason there's a line of blue here, and I have no idea why, but I'm going to remove it anyway. Are there holes somewhere? I can do the mouth on a separate layer, and there's no... One moment, the cat is stuck again. He was laying on a towel and one of his nails was stuck on a piece of string or whatever. Again, I have no idea why I suddenly have different settings. It just does it. And I'm too tired to care about it. No holes. Mouth is on the same layer as the eyes. And most of the fingers are open, but not all, because we knew that. And the eyes are, the ears couldn't be filled anyway, so... Well, at least I got this. Download. So now let's see if I can create wings for Irina. First, let's see, I think I already had those generic clip wings. Yeah, I already have those, so I don't need to make those. This one just doesn't look right. I can't even read my notes. What should I? and mirror it. But I'm going to make both of them because you know I can. First, what we're going to do is where was it again? Ruler, symmetry ruler. There we go. The ruler's on the wrong layer. Is that how we fix it? Yes, that's how we fix it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is create these wings, a bit fluffy. No. First we're going to get a close-up. Because you get better lines that way. Because you can't erase this way, so I'm gonna redo it again because I need to be closer. So first what I'm going to do is this one followed by this one, followed by this one, and then okay, that's a bit wrong size. So Elena will probably get a couple of wings extra. And the reason why she'll be getting that is because, you know, again. Okay, so that's set 1. I actually want to copy the ruler. Well, we did it like this, and at least that worked. And these wings are more sideways. So we got 2 types of wings. Nee. Ja, ik kan nu even niet. So first these wings. That needs to be over here. That doesn't work. I need to be on this layer. And then I need to invert them. And create a light color. And fill them. Wrong layer. So that's one type of wings. And of course I made many more wings, so don't worry about that. If you don't like this set, you can always get a different kind of wings, or maybe you don't even like to get wings with this character. That's fine as well. I don't mind. They're options. So first we're gonna save wing set 1. So that this will probably make Irina a little bit more expensive than the other ones. Just because you get more for your buck. And per usual, the wings are separate, so you can easily put them in a position you want. You can make a one-winged angel. All the things you can do to customize your own character if you want to create your own character. Yep, the wings are done. That was to be expected. And then convert another. Let's do the blue wings. And I do plan to make separate wing sets from the other ones I created, but I first need to paint them, and I have no idea when to do them. They might become freebies or whatever. Just might become extras. Okay, so wings are done. So that means the Irina page is done as well. So next week we'll go Serenade Moon again. And I'll give a little bit hint. One character is not named after me, even though they share my name. And the other character has a little kitty, but I don't know if that's going to work out. We'll have to see that. First, we're going to save this file before I accidentally close it and lose all my progress and work. There we go. So, some of you I'll be seeing this week. Some of you I will see this week. Others I will see next week. Anyway, bye bye.